All right, y'all, it's chicken tunnel times. I'm so excited for you guys to finally be able to learn how to make this. I have absolutely loved it. I've used it for over a year. My chickens love it. They get extra sun, extra grubs, get their feet in the grass, which is so nice. For me and my city code, I'm not allowed to let them free range, as well as my biggest predator is a stray dog. So I'm not really allowed to have them just roam around. And so this chicken tunnel is the best situation for me. For what you're going to need is a wired fence, a piece of wood, a hammer, some wire cutters, and 400 zip ties. And so, what you're going to do is you're going to take one of the end pieces, you're going to count 5 spaces down. That's going to give the chickens enough room to roam and be able to walk on that surface. You're going to take that piece of wood and put it 5 spaces down, pull up that shorter end straight up into the sky, and then hammer down the welded wire against the wood. And the purpose for this is that it's creating a 90-degree angle and it's creating a very good crease for you to be able to bend this over and actually create the tunnel itself. So here's the part where I'm bending it over, and that's where you're really going to start to get the gist of what this tunnel is going to start looking like. Because that piece that you were hammering down is going to be the piece that they are going to run on every single day. So you definitely want that crease to be nice. That way it's not falling over when it's windy or heavy rain or anything like that. So for me, I use zip ties. Zip ties was the easiest and also like most cost effective for me. And I did it every single panel. So every single open spot on that welded wire, I put a zip tie. And it's not necessarily, you don't have to do that. I just personally wanted to do it the right way the first time. And I wanted it to be stronger just so I didn't have any issues at all with it breaking later down the road. Last time when I made this, I did not cut off the ends of the zip ties. And the past year, it's bothered me. I'm an aesthetically pleasing person. And so seeing those strings just like stick up bothered me so much. So this time I'm taking the extra step to just cut them off because it's very simple and it just takes a little bit of extra time. So honestly, with this entire project, it's pretty easy. It's very self-explanatory, and the only issue was that it's really time consuming with the zip ties and your back will probably definitely hurt afterwards. So, but here is a close up of just how I'm doing it, where I'm going through every single square and putting a zip tie, cutting it off, and then repeating that process all the way down. The reason why I got the black welded wire is that it's coated. So that coating makes it not get hot. So if you're concerned about the sun beating down on it all day, mine doesn't get hot at all. So the girls are still able to walk on it, still able to do whatever they want. But if you do have snow, I would probably put that plastic roof on the top. I would bend it over and then zip tie it down. That way, the snow won't affect how the chickens are running through things. Now, that weight of the snow might crush it, so just depends on your situation. For me, I'm in South Georgia, so I don't need to worry about that. We get a lot of rain, and when there is rain, the girls just run right through it and run right into the coop, so they don't have any issues at all. For me, I use this tunnel to connect my chicken coop and my chicken run. When I first got chickens, I just had the chicken run in a small little coop inside that run. And of course, chicken math got to the best of me and I had to have more. So then that also meant I needed a bigger coop. When I got my coop, this is the perfect location for it because it's shaded almost 24/7 underneath this tree. And if you know chickens, that is extremely important because heat can be not a good time for them. And so for me, I just connected my chicken coop to my chicken run with this tunnel, and it worked out the best. Now, the corner piece, this piece is not a fun time. So if you don't have to do this, don't do it because it definitely is kind of nerve wracking. You're having to cut holes into it and then bend it and then redesign it. And then you kind of have some sharp pieces sticking out. So definitely want to take your time doing that, or else your chickens could actually cut their feet on some of those ends. So you want to make sure that you bend those down, and there's a whole other process for that. But for me, I also connected this to a door because this is not predator proof. Snakes can still get in, minks, mice, all that kind of stuff can still get in. So, attaching doors will definitely be your friend if you have a situation where you need to close it off and you don't want them to go in that tunnel for that time period. But this is a great way for your chickens to get that extra sun that they definitely need when it comes to egg production, as well as grubs and just fresh air outside of that run because sometimes the run can get a little stinky. And so it's really nice for them to be able to just have some freshness and be able to just go out and enjoy the sun. So, but that's how you make the chicken tunnel. Thanks so much for watching.